Hello Year 6 and welcome to today's geography lesson all about deforestation in the Amazon rainforest. I would like you to please write this question in your book or on a piece of paper today. We are going to be asking, what is the threat to the Amazon rainforest and what are the drivers behind it? Please pause this video now and write this question down. Okay, let's review last week's vocabulary. Starting off with biodiversity. The Amazon rainforest has very rich biodiversity, meaning that there are many different plant and animal species in the Amazon rainforest. Species, we know, are just different types of plants and animals. So an orchid is one type of flower species, a daffodil is a different type of flower species. Humidity. Humidity is how much moisture or how much water there is in the air. So we know that the Amazon rainforest is very humid because it has over 95% humidity. And somewhere like London in the winter is not very humid. The air is very dry and you can't really feel the air being heavy. Pharmaceutical just means medical. We learned last week that the Amazon rainforest provides a lot of pharmaceuticals to the whole world, a lot of medicines. Okay, let's kick off with a quiz as usual. Please write down your answers on a piece of paper or in your book in front of you. Question 1. The Amazon rainforest is rich in biodiversity. What does this mean? Remember, I just told you. Choose one. A, all of the animals that live there are endangered. B, there are low numbers of plants and animals living in the Amazon. Or C, many species of plants and animals live there. Pause this video now and write down your answer. Question 2. What is the name of the river that flows through this biome? What is the name of the river that flows through this biome? So this biome being the Amazon rainforest. A biome is just an area where plants and animals live. Question 3. In which layer of the Amazon rainforest would you expect to find birds of prey? Tick 1. So in which layer of the Amazon rainforest would you expect to find birds of prey? A, the emergent layer, B, the forest floor, or C, the understory layer? Please pause this video and write down your answer. Question 4. What percentage of the world's pharmaceuticals are derived from the Amazon? What percentage of the world's medicine is derived from the Amazon? Pause this video now and write down your answer. Question 5. What other important benefits do the Amazonian plants provide to communities near and far? Choose 2. Is it A, they absorb 20% of the world's carbon dioxide? B, they provide jobs for the local communities? C, many of the world's foods originated in the Amazon? Or D, they can be bought cheaply and used as household plants? Please pause this video now and write down 2 answers. Okay, let's go through the answers quickly. Question 1, the Amazon rainforest is rich in biodiversity. What does this mean? It means that many species of plants and animals live there. 2, what is the name of the river that flows through this biome? It's the Amazon River. 3, in which layer of the Amazon rainforest would you expect to find birds of prey? In the emergent layer, because the emergent layer is the top layer and birds of prey can see the most when they are up there because that's where the most sunlight is and it's most easily accessible. Question 4, what percentage of the world's pharmaceuticals, so medicines, are derived from the Amazon? 25%. So as expressed as a fraction, that's a quarter of the world's pharmaceuticals are derived from the Amazon. What other important benefits do the Amazonian plants provide to communities near and far? 1, they absorb 20% of the world's carbon dioxide, thereby fighting climate change. And 2, many of the world's foods originated in the Amazon. Okay, let's learn some new vocabulary. Threat. When something or someone is in threat, they are in danger. So the Amazon rainforest is currently endangered. Agriculture. Agriculture is the word to describe how we get food and animals. And it's basically another word for farming. Deforestation. Deforestation is simply removing trees. So it's got the prefix de, which means to undo something. And so to deforest something is to cut down trees. Permanent. Permanent is the opposite of temporary. When something is permanent, it's forever. So a lot of this deforestation is causing permanent damage to the world. Vast means big, very, very big. So the Amazon rainforest is vast, and the amount of deforestation that is currently occurring is also vast. Livestock just means cattle, so cows that are used in agriculture. Livestock is used in farming. Let's take a close look at deforestation. It's the Amazon's greatest threat. Amazon is the biggest deforestation front in the world, and interventions are urgently needed to prevent a large-scale, irreversible ecological disaster. Irreversible means you can't undo it. Once it's happened, it's impossible to repair again. This charity estimates that 27%, which is more than a quarter of the Amazon biome, will be without trees by 2030. That is not far away if the current rate of deforestation continues. Deforestation is the permanent removal of trees to make room for something besides the forest. And in the past 25 years, forests shrank by 1.3 million square kilometers. This is an area bigger than the size of South Africa. In 2018, the Guardian newspaper reported that every second, a chunk of forest equivalent to the size of a soccer field is lost. So in the time that it's taken me to read that sentence, that's probably 8 seconds, the equivalent to the size of 8 soccer fields have been lost. That is a shocking statistic. Please have a closer look at these 2 images. These show satellite images above a region of the Amazon rainforest in 1984 and in 2018. What do you notice about the deforestation suffered by this area since 1984? Pause this video and have a look. You can see that in 1984, this was all covered by trees. You can see a few lines here, and you might be thinking, that doesn't look natural. Wonder what that might have been. And in 2018, we see so many trees cut down in this same area because we can see the river tributaries still in the same place. Now, let's find out what could have caused this. And here is a clue. This is deforestation, and it is most likely caused by agriculture, so by farming. Let's find out more. Deforestation of the Amazon rainforest in Brazil has hit its highest rate in a decade. Rate means speed. Nearly 8,000 square kilometers of the world's largest rainforest was destroyed between August 2017 and July 2018, an area roughly 5 times the size of London. Deforestation of the Amazon rose more than 88% in June 2019, compared with the same month in 2018. So we can see that it's getting faster and faster, the rate of deforestation. Here is a graph showing Amazon deforestation country by country. So we see here, these different colors on the bar graph represent different countries. And we can see on the x-axis each year how much deforestation is happening. Question: which country is responsible for more than half of the deforestation of the Amazon? Which country is responsible for the most of the deforestation in the Amazon? Pause this video now and study the graph, and please write down your answer. We can see here that this blue takes up by far the largest chunk of each year of deforestation. These numbers represent hectares cut down of the Amazon rainforest. We can see Brazil takes up by far the most, followed by Bolivia, the red. Why do you think this is? Why do you think the Amazon is responsible for most of deforestation? Pause this video now and write down your answer. Well, the answer is, this is because most of the Amazon rainforest is located in Brazil. That is the main reason. A secondary reason is politics. So the president of Brazil and the people who make the policies might not be doing enough against deforestation because it's good for their economy, they think. So what causes deforestation? What are the drivers? 5 years ago, countries and businessmen committed to halving deforestation by 2020 and ending it entirely by 2030. Despite this, vast areas of the Amazon rainforest continue to be cleared, so cut down, for many different reasons. Deforestation in developing nations is primarily due to a competitive global economy where poorer countries sell their natural resources to pay their debts to wealthy countries. The poorer people in these countries also use the land for farming and sustenance, so that's surviving, and these pressures continue to increase as population levels increase. The conversion of forests into agricultural plantations is a major cause of deforestation. So that's converting the forest land to farming land. Plantation agriculture is a type of farming that involves clearing of the land and growing crops on large farms for profit, to make money. So this union of scientists reports that just 4 commodities are responsible for tropical deforestation: beef, soy, palm oil, and wood products. So that's the beef that we might eat, the soy that we drink in soy milk, palm oil, which is found in a lot of different products, and wood products, including paper and toilet paper. Due to a competitive global economy, poorer countries, such as those near the Amazon, is spread across to sell their natural resources to pay their debts to wealthier countries, like I mentioned earlier. So palm oil is unavoidable. Can it be sustainable? Many forests are cleared to make way for palm oil plantations, and palm oil is the most produced vegetable oil. It's found in half of all supermarket products. It's cheap, versatile, so it means it can be used for many different uses and can be added to both food and personal products like lipstick and shampoo. And its popularity has spurred people to clear tropical forests to grow more palm trees. This is a major cause of deforestation, palm oil. So it's up to consumers and producers to stop using palm oil. The hidden cost of burgers, cattle ranching. Extensive cattle ranching is the #1 culprit of deforestation in virtually every Amazon country, and it accounts for 80% of current deforestation. Ranching is the practice of raising livestock on large tracts of land, and livestock provide meat for human and animal consumptions, and they also supply materials such as leather, wool, clothing, furniture, and other industries. So I would like you to please fill in this worksheet. If you can't print it off, no problem, just write the answer in your book. I would like you to do 2 things. First, explain what is happening in the Amazon rainforest. So you can refer to deforestation, the cutting down of trees, and the rate at which it's happening, And then I would like you in a few sentences to explain why it's happening. There are many reasons. Try and give me 2 reasons. Here are a few clues. 1 is due to agriculture, cattle farming. You can talk about palm oil. There are a few clues, so please pause this video now and complete this worksheet. Okay, thank you for completing that worksheet. We can see here that companies around the world are stepping up and realizing the consequences of deforestation. So Nike steps up to protect Amazon rainforest. This is a newspaper headline. It won't be buying leather from cattle raised there. So a statement from Greenpeace praised the company, saying that the company's decision was prompted by a recent report from the environmental group showing that leather and meat produced from cattle in the Amazon are major contributors to the region's deforestation. So like I said, it's up to consumers, people who buy these products, as well as companies producing them, to say, no, we're not going to use leather from cattle that is raised in the Amazon rainforest. Now let's look at fires in the Amazon rainforest. In which months does the Amazon experience most fires? Please pause this video now and see whether you can find the answer. In which months does the Amazon experience most fires? Well, it appears to be August and September, because we can see on the y-axis that these are the number of fires and they are highest in August and September. Why do you think this is? Well, firstly, it's because forest fires do happen in the Amazon, mainly during the dry season between July and October. They can be caused by naturally occurring events like lightning strikes, but this year most are thought to have been started by farmers and loggers clearing land for crops or grazing. Many environmentalists say that loggers and cattle ranchers who use a slash and burn method to clear land are largely to blame. Now, let's have a look at this map showing infrastructure. So examples of infrastructure are railways and waterways and roads that are being built. What do you notice about this map? We can see here that the red represents the roads and the yellow represents deforested area. We can see that areas deforested correlate, are in the same place as where roads have been built. Why do you think that might be? Because in order to build roads, you need to slash down forest. Do you think the construction of roads and other forms of infrastructure have been a significant driver of deforestation? Well, I can tell you the answer is yes. Logging or cutting down trees in a forest to harvest timber for wood products or fuel is also a primary driver of deforestation. Often, many high-value timber species, so wood species, are logged until their populations collapse altogether. It's very sad to see these trees that have been growing for decades, sometimes even longer, are being cut down just like that. Once a tree is cut down, it can't photosynthesize anymore, and it can't convert carbon dioxide to oxygen anymore. Let's look at dams in the Amazon rainforest. Because of the vast quantity of water that flows through the Amazon basin, governments have turned to hydropower to sustain industrial growth and the economy. 90% of Brazil's energy comes from hydropower, so building dams is seen as a cheaper method than importing fossil fuels. Hydroelectric power is a way of creating electricity by harnessing the energy in water when it flows down from a reservoir down this waterfall here, creating a lot of energy. And it is an example of green energy because it doesn't produce carbon dioxide. Amazon, this is a headline from the Guardian newspaper. Amazon deforestation surges to 12-year high under Bolsonaro. This is the current Brazilian president who has not been taking a stand against deforestation and has been largely not doing very much to stop deforestation. Okay, I would now like you to do this independent task and have a look at, I would like you to identify and describe the main causes of deforestation in the Amazon rainforest. There are a few pictures here that will help you answer your question here. We have a picture of a tractor and someone picking crops. Here we have a picture of road. Remember that image we looked at with the roads and the deforestation? And we have a picture here of cattle. So I would like you please to use these prompts to describe the main causes of deforestation in the Amazon rainforest. Really looking forward to seeing your uploads on Seesaw. Have a great week, Year 6.